Lynn Bradescu was with us a few weeks ago. Good to see you, Lynn.
Hi there. I have my phone muted, so I are not disturbed. So because people are calling me all the time, I'm so popular. Not
You're so-
anyway. Yeah. The flag bill is on the governor's desk. He has until the 7th around 11 o'clock to sign it. I've been checking it every day, and I want to tell you that that was a lot of work. I got to give kudos to those legislators that get these bills through. It's unbelievable what it takes. I am
yeah, yeah.
just
No, well, now
mind blown.
let's start from the beginning here, okay? Because you're somebody who said, now, did you know that this bill was coming, or were you talking to legislators saying, "Hey, what can we do?" Like, what was the impetus behind this?
Well, I brought it to the winter meeting as a resolution. That's how it started.
Okay, with the
That
GOP, right?
I had a resolution that I brought to the GOP. It passed unanimously. Everybody loved it. Then there was sitting on Josh Tanner's desk, and Heather Scott walked into his office and said, "I need a bill." And he goes, "Well, here's a really good one." And I had worked with Josh over a year ago to draft the bill. So he already had it in draft form. So Heather picked it up and she ran with it. And it actually went through the House in January, and then it sat in somebody's desk for a whole month. That person, you could probably figure out who that was, but
Yeah, well, it was probably in the Senate State Affairs under Senator Jim Guthrie.
correct,
We're not adverse to naming names here. I mean,
right,
that's where it's at.
so
But he did let it get a hearing.
right, and she had to, it was a lot of maneuvering, and I'm down there every day at the Capitol, politicking for it. I felt like a lobbyist. It was crazy, and then finally there was an amendment to it. Oh, there we are. Yeah, me testifying. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, so what was the amendment to it? What can you explain a little bit of that and what your thinking on that is too?
Well, the amendment was to allow college flags to be flown on college campuses. So I didn't have a problem with that, I mean, unless the college is a commie college and they're going to fly a Hamas flag, I'll bring up another bill next year.
Right,
So,
right, yeah, yeah. So then, yeah. Tell me a little bit about like you said, you were down there lobbying for this bill. You're a citizen lobbyer, lobbyist, citizen lobbyist on this bill, on this issue. What was the interactions that you were having with some of the legislators down there?
well, everybody said they loved it and they wanted it to go through, except for Achilles, and when Heather brought it forward in the first time, he said he voted no, and he got off the dais, and I said, "Why would you vote no on this?" And he said, "Well, I'm a veteran." And I said, "Well, thank you for your service, and you do know that this is about the flag that you fought for, not any other flag." Hello. And he just got all snarky with me. So I don't know. I don't know where their heads are at. Government does not have the right to free speech. And when a government puts up a flag with another political persuasion or sexual orientation or whatever, that means the government is endorsing that. And that has got to stop.
Yeah,
That's,
yeah. You live in the Boise area, and when I was down there the last couple of years, I've seen that LGBT pride flag hanging from the official flagpoles of the Boise City Hall. I mean, you've got the American flag, the POW flag, Idaho flag, the Boise flag, and then the pride flag.
it's
It's
up
so
there right.
bizarre.
It's up there right now.
Right
It's
now, it still
It's up,
is. Yeah.
it's up there right now. And Melissa Winthrop, when they came up in the Senate this last time, she was just completely horrified that she goes, "This is," because we passed out photos, and she said, "This is my neighborhood, and we love this flag, and this means that we wouldn't be able to gather." And I'm like, "Oh, come on, gather at your own house, you know."
Oh yeah, people hang those flags all throughout their house all the time. So
Right. Decorate your house, paint it rainbow colors. I don't care. That's your First Amendment. You can do that, but you can't put it on a government light pole down Harrison Boulevard, historic, beautiful, historic Harrison Boulevard, named after Benjamin Harrison, who was the president when Idaho became a state. It's just not okay. It's for a whole month.
yeah, yeah. Well, yeah.
So
I mean that too. I mean that stuff's gotten way out
And
of control.
Senator Anthon said, and Senator Tay said, this is all flags. You can't hang a, what is it, don't tread on me, or the Gadsden flag. None of those flags will be allowed. So you can't pick winners and losers here. It's the
Right.
American flag, the Idaho flag, the military flags, MIA, POW, and sovereign nations. Those are the flags that represent all of us. And
Right.
that's what we're saying. Those are the flags that represent all of us. And if you don't think that the American flag doesn't represent you, then just leave. Goodbye. Go somewhere else.
Oh, very good. Okay, well, we're gonna hold out. It's April 7th is the last day that
Yes.
that he has to sign it. If he doesn't sign it, it goes into law anyway. But any chance you think this gets vetoed? I mean, he didn't veto the other bill for schools, right?
I think so. I
Yeah.
mean, I think that would be a really dumb thing for him to do.
Yeah, I think it would.
And
I think it
I
would.
think he agrees. I mean, why wouldn't you agree? I think he agrees.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it'll be
Okay.
a
All right.
thing.
Well, we also want to give you a chance to talk about your upcoming series. I know you're having Molly Hemingway at your Syringa series, speaker series.
Yeah.
Tell everybody about it.
Well, Molly is super excited to come to Boise. She was just testifying in front of Congress about censorship of the media, and I'm sure she's going to have a lot to say about that. She's the editor in chief of the Federalist. She's an amazing journalist. Megan Wold is going to be interviewing her on stage after she does her keynote speech. So that's going to be really good because the two of them are really good friends, and we're going to have some interaction from some of the students that we've invited to ask questions. So it's going to be a fabulous event, April 26th at the Boise Center. You can get tickets online, syringaspeakerseries.org.
And there's the website right there. And yeah, just go to the front page probably, and you'll find your
Yeah,
you'll
yeah.
find your way to get some tickets.
Right. And there'll be
Fantastic.
some luminaries there. I'm sure you won't want to miss some people that are going to be there. I won't mention their names, but it's a great event to come and gather with like-minded people, hear some good information, and walk away after having a good meal, good people, good fellowship. And it's our launch event, so I'm hoping that everybody will get out and support us. And our next event is going to be February 28th, 2026. And stay tuned for the announcement of who's going to be the big speaker for next year. I'm already working on it.
Oh, fantastic. Good. All right. Well, we appreciate you coming on and sharing your experience with 96. And folks, call the governor 208-334-2100. Tell him to get Lynn's flag bill signed.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, I look at the list every day, and some of the ones that he already signed. I'm like, I don't understand how somebody
He
puts
jumps
them on
around.
and says this one's good, sign this one now, or they're easier, or he wants us to, kind of be on bated breath, waiting to see if he's going to sign it. I mean, that's the power of the pen, I guess.
Yeah, that's it. I think you got it right there. Just a little bit of teasing for everybody. All right. Well, Glenn, good to see you. Thanks so much for dropping by.
All right. Thank you so much.
All right.
Bye.
Bye-bye.